Hello everybody, my name is Miss Olivia and today we're going to learn another interesting word, and this word is from our book Mr. Gumpy's Outing. So the new word we're learning this week is tipped. Can you say it with me? Tipped. Now I'm going to read 2 pages from our book, and when you hear our new interesting word I want you to put your hand up. Okay, so we're listening for the word tipped. The rabbit hopped, the children squabbled, the boat tipped, and into the water they fell. Did you hear it? The word tipped. Now, our word tipped means when something tips over, it falls over or it turns over. So we're going to do an action to help us remember our word tip and what it means. We're going to put our hand out like this and we're going to say tipped. Tipped. Let's say it together. Tipped. Remember, when something tips over, it falls over or it turns over. Now, I'm going to do some examples of things that might have tipped. The man who picked up his water bottle and accidentally tipped it over. So he didn't have the lid screwed on tight, so he tipped it over. Another one would be if she tripped over the chair and it tipped. Tipped. Or the bucket of paint tipped and made a mess on the carpet. What's our special word we're learning? Tipped. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say a situation. Now, if you think the situation means something tipped, I want you to say tipped and do the action. If it does not sound like something tipped, you don't need to say anything and you can keep your hands down. Okay, let's go. You are jumping on the trampoline. No, I don't think anything tipped. What about your mum knocks over the milk bottle on the table and it spills? That tipped. The milk tipped. The water bottle sat on the table. No, I don't think anything tipped. The pile of paper on my desk fell over because there were too many papers. It tipped. Tipped. What about the chair collapsed and I fell over onto the ground? You tipped. Tipped. Now what I want you to do is I want you to turn to someone who is in the room, or you can say it to yourself, a sentence where you can use the word tipped. So we're going to use this sentence structure. We're going to say, I tipped over something and something happened. So I could do an example. I tipped over a glass of water and it spilt all over the table and onto the floor. Now I want you to have a turn. Okay, so we practiced using our special word tipped today in a sentence. Remember, when something tips over, it falls over or it turns over. So let's do our action together and say the word tipped. Tipped.